The ideas and opinions expressed in the Black Shirt Podcast are
Live from Austin, Texas, it's the internet's favorite advice show.
Answering for a friend.
Now, here's your hosts, Clint Baker and Mia Harms. Hey, guys, how's it going? We're back. Another episode of Answering for a Friend. Starring your host.
Gosh.
Yes, Mia, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Man, I had to turn my mic down. It was like, holy smokes, another week has gone by. Here we are. We're on episode 4. I can't believe we're already here. Man, before we get started, we got to tell the gang to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and let your friends know. And yeah, we're excited to have you guys back. So, yes. You ready to jump into it?
Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for a week.
How have you been doing, Mia?
I've been fantastic. What a lovely week. Beautiful weather. Oh my gosh. How about you?
I'm doing great. You look fantastic. Your lashes are on fleek, as the Xenials say.
Clint, they don't say fleek anymore.
I'm pretty sure they say fleek.
Fleek is out.
Fleek.
Fleek has been out for a while.
That's a little bit sus, if you ask me. I'm just saying. That's a little bit sus.
I don't like sus.
I know.
Sus gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I don't like that one either. Well,
Yeah.
I just want I promised I was going to do. We've been having some internet issues, so we upgraded the internet. So hopefully we don't have internet issues today because you keep looking like Picasso. We keep getting this weird thing happening. So I think we got it fixed. Everything seems cool. So, but I promised.
Picasso song.
I actually told the internet the lady from AT&T, Juliana, who saved my life. I told her I would give her a shout out on the show. She was like, "You sound like you have a YouTube show." I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I do a couple YouTube shows. We do this thing. This is happening to my friend Mia. I got to fix it." And so yeah. So shout out to Juliana if this works.
Juliana.
Yeah. Hey, DJ Air horn for Juliana. All right. Well, let's get down to it. What do we got? First question of the day.
Ooh.
Bzz. Oh, is it considered okay if my girlfriend chooses to ride in another dude's car, asking for a friend? Eek.
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 That's what I have to say about that. Eek. Next. Just kidding. Read that one more time.
Is it considered okay if my girlfriend chooses to ride in some other dude's car?
What's the situation? Like,
I don't know.
is it her dad or her brother?
It didn't say. That's a fucking stupid question. Well, I feel like it's not your girlfriend if she's riding in some other dude's car.
There are no stupid questions.
There are none. And there's also what kind of car do you have?
What kind?
What if your car sucks and she's like, "Yeah, I'm embarrassed."
One time, I was in the drive-thru at a Whataburger at 2 a.m. I was like 19 years old.
Mhm.
And this guy behind us, me and my best friend, female friend, behind us gets out of his car to come and hit on us. And he looks in the window of my car, and my car was trashed out. I was like 19 years old. And he looks around and he's like, "Hey ladies, how's it going?" And then he looks around and he goes, "Ew," and just walks off. And we laughed so hard. It was like the only time that like my messy car like saved us from a sus situation.
Oh,
So I mean, I agree. If depends, like clean your car out. Maybe that's step number 1.
you weren't gonna be that guy's simp?
Dang it! I was hoping we could get through a whole episode without you bringing up simp. You're obsessed with simps
Simps.
these days. God, I don't like that word. You know, it rhymes with another word.
Pimp.
I was thinking gimp, but yeah.
Oh, there you go. Huh, I wonder if that's where that came from. Well,
Yeah.
we got some comments. One of them said that's a fucking stupid question. The other one said not okay, not okay unless it's her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then is she riding in another dude's car when you were in your car on the way to the same place? Yes, that's the deal.
That's yeah. Well, I mean, is it a why did she pick that person? I don't know. Is it a close friend? Is it a
You
see,
need
I like to need
context.
more
Yeah,
information.
you need context.
Yeah.
It's like does he have air conditioning and you don't? Like, what's the deal?
She picked the ambulance, not your car. She was
Was,
no.
was it a funeral? Were you going to a funeral and like you don't have AC and you're wearing heavy
Oh, fuck.
clothing? Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, sounds like if you just ask it like that with no context, it sounds like that's not really your girlfriend to me. It sounds
Yeah, you could just ask her like, "Hey, why are you always riding with Pete?" and just see where that goes.
fucking hate Pete. Damn. Um
Always gets the girls, that Pete.
Pete is always, dude. Pete is like Sancho, dude. He's always when you're at work, Pete's lingering around on your.
He is hanging out with your girl. So it's more than just a car ride, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. Car ride. Is that what they call it? All right. Let's move on to another question. See what else we got. All right. Boom. I was just curious. Why am I getting so many sex ads? Is this normal? Asking for a friend.
On like Facebook?
I don't know. There's no
Instagram?
context. I'm like, dude, there's a thing on your. Look up cookies. What are cookies? And
Yeah, for sure.
I think you need to learn what private mode is. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's coming off your Google history. You gotta Google in incognito.
Yeah, you got to delete your search history first off, and then every time you agree to one of these user agreements with like Facebook and Twitter and all of those, they all have permission to see what you're into and send you ads accordingly.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at
Also,
that,
oh no, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say if you're looking at a bunch of stuff and you're not at private mode, they're gonna see that and they'll be like, sweet. And all these people that are paying to sell, they're paying them to advertise for sex stuff. They know what you like. So
yeah, or it could be similar to that situation where like the girlfriend is trying to drop hints that she's ready to get engaged by like Googling like rings on his computer and stuff. So he starts getting those ads. So or I don't know if this was what gender of person this is, but your partner may be trying to tell you something. So maybe you should click on some of those ads and just see where it takes you.
is that a trick that people do? They start doing that so that they keep popping up?
I mean, I've heard through the grapevine,
I used to date a girl that years ago that when we went to the mall and we would walk by Hellsberg Diamonds, she would start like we'd be holding hands walking in the mall and she would start walking that way and start pulling me that way and I'm like and I'd look and I'm like, oh no. It was she was doing it as a joke, so it was pretty hilarious. But yeah, also she'd say I would say, oh, can I ask you a question? And she would say, I do. Oh no, that's not what I was asking. It was funny, but yeah, it was funny girl. But anywho, let's move on.
You'd never ask.
I thought you never. That's pretty much it. Let's see what else we got cooking. Let's see here. How can I achieve a cheese? I just screwed that one up. How can I achieve independence? I'm 32 and I live with my mom. Asking for a friend.
Ooh, okay.
32
all right.
and live with your mom. You know, I just want to say I moved out of the house at 19 and worked my butt off and I was out of there. But it's not very uncommon it's crazy these days that people are still living at home in their late 20s and stuff. Which is nuts. So I don't know. I would say, look, if you got to get out of there now, I would say look into, if you can't afford it by yourself, find some roommates. You have friends. I mean, you gotta be able to find a roommate or something. That's just how that's how you get out. The first step, roommates. Y'all help each other, and then you branch out as you move up in your career or whatnot. Go ahead, Mia. I didn't mean to.
No, I would just say first step would be like to get a job if you can't afford to move out. But I also want to say that like depending on where you live, so like here in Texas, it to me seems like there's this kind of motivation that you're supposed to move out at a certain age. But like New York City and places like that, I have plenty of friends who are in their late 20s, early 30s, and living at home is just completely normal for that culture, especially because it like the cost of living is so much higher. And it's not like weird. It's not even weird to go on a date with someone who still lives at home. You're not like, but then you get the like cultural influence of like you're still living in your mom's basement at 30,
Yeah.
but like don't get down on yourself for that. Get a job and maybe find room. I like the roommates idea.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, look, exactly what she said. That's what she said. No, exactly what she said was spot on. Another thing, it's like, who are you really trying to impress? You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah.
if your mom's cool, say you have a single mom, and you're helping her out with bills and stuff. That's helping her out, and that's
You're
cool.
a good person.
Yeah, but another thing is too, you could be stacking that paper, man, while instead of impressing somebody, yeah, you could be in there buying Bitcoin and that's growing and turning into a fortune, and then by
Yeah.
the time you're ready, you could buy your house in Bitcoin because you saved money living with your mom. I actually live with a buddy of mine, and I've had people that, like, I met a friend of mine. And he was like, "Hey, I want you to meet my girlfriend. This is a good buddy of mine." And she's like, "Oh, hey!" And somehow we got we got talking, and then, "Oh, where do you live?" And I was like, "Oh, I live with a buddy of mine." And she was like, "Oh, you're 40 years old and you live with your friend? That's a red flag." Yeah, she said,
No.
but she said that's a red flag, and I practically was like, "Bitch!" I actually got pissed, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Dude, I'm not trying to impress anybody. Like, what am I? I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm live with a buddy of mine. I don't need to go spend a bunch of money for no reason. Like,
Exactly.
I could save up for my own house, and I'm certainly not trying to buy you one. So nice to meet you. I'll see you later." And I took a hike, but anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So don't feel bad. You live with your mom.
I feel bad.
But I feel like if you don't like living with your mom, you'll feel better about yourself if you get out of there. So find a
Get
roommate.
roommates, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, let's move
Hey,
forward. Yes, 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 yes.
can I move in with you?
You can move in with me.
Cool. I need like 2 bedrooms and my own bathroom.
I don't have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom,
Cool.
but you could sleep in the studio
Okay.
yeah. I've got a massage chair. I've got there's plenty of lighting
You
and
have a
cameras.
massage chair in the studio?
Yeah, I'm sitting in it actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm fancy. I'm fancy. Well, let's check out the next question.
Let's do it.
Yeah. My family prevents me from getting a full night's sleep. I'm exhausted 100% of the time. What do I do? Asking for a friend.
Oh no.
Oh man. Your family. Now, this is another context thing too, because if you're the guy that still lives with
Yeah.
your mom, the solution is move out of there and get your own place. Yeah,
I think this is like husband kids or
Mhm.
wife kids situation.
I'm pretty sure, and I have friends that have kids, and the answer I think is that sorry, you can't. You're never going to get sleep again. That's the
Yeah.
That's the contract you signed when you had kids. But
When we would have, well, yeah, when mothers would ask me advice on what to do about this, if they had a guest bedroom, it would be that one night a week you got to stay in the guest bedroom, and then you would reciprocate that for your partner another night a week, and you get
that's
literally 8 full hours of uninterrupted sleep every week, one night, just one night, and that seemed to really like help people out a lot. But I don't know,
really good.
it's tough.
Another solution is whiskey. That works. Trust me, that works.
Heavy drugs.
Heavy drug. Melatonin, man, that stuff works. It it doesn't work the same on everyone. And other people will say weed brownies. There's a million solutions to this thing.
Yeah.
NyQuil, not the best thing, and day or that sleep quill or whatever it is. That
Yeah.
stuff. I hear that stuff's habit forming. I don't know. I know NyQuil knocks me out. So
You could go out for a pack of smokes, never come back.
yeah. Now we're talking. That's hilarious.
Just kidding.
Another thing you could do. I don't want to. Actually saw the AT&T guy sleeping out in the work truck the other day. Yeah,
Really?
up here in here in Dallas, Texas, where I'm at. I'm trying not to throw the AT&T guy under the bus. I'm not really in Dallas. But yeah. So you can sleep at work. That's another one. And then I had
Yeah.
another solution too. There was one last solution. It wasn't heavy drugs. It was
Or studio.
the studio. Yes.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Hit the whiskey, Dayquil, NyQuil. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Work out. If you're not working out,
Right. Expending your energy.
expend your energy, because if you work out, you will sleep harder because your body's just
Sure.
you are just pooped. And another one is Vyvanse. If you take some Vyvanse, which is like a Ritalin, if you need that sort of thing, you are up all day and you're like, woo, it's like jet fuel. But the crazy thing about that is when you crash, you go to sleep. You sleep the best sleep ever. I don't really necessarily want to sponsor any drugs, but I'm saying that stuff worked. Some of the best sleep I've ever had. But yeah, that's only a doctor. Doctor should recommend that. I'm just a dumb YouTube guy. So,
You're not dumb.
Clint, did you really suggest drugs? That is messed up. Let's see
I
what.
suggested leaving, so I mean.
Yeah, go out for a pack of smokes, never come back. I love it. Let's see what these people on the interweb say.
Yeah, what do we got?
Check your search history. That's for the last one. GTFO. that was the solution from Phil.
GTFO.
L-theanine helps dopamine and serotonin. It's great for ADHD peeps. L-theanine. I think that's a vitamin supplement.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. And then
for my brain.
Let's see. Your friend is with someone they are clearly not right for, but it doesn't seem abusive, just unhealthy. What do you do? There you go. Your friend. This is a question. I didn't realize. I thought they were commenting.
Oh, okay.
Question from John. Here, I'm going to put this on the screen. Boom. Maybe. There it is. Jonathan Flanders asks, your friend is with someone they're clearly not right for, but it doesn't seem abusive, just unhealthy. What do you do?
Oh.
Mia, what do you? I'll give you that one.
You break up with them.
No,
if
this
it's
is
unhealthy,
this is your friend. You're noticing that your friend is with somebody that's probably not healthy for them.
I mean, you gotta tell them that they gotta end it. It's time.
Yeah, you got to proceed lightly, though. You got to be careful because nothing breaks up a friendship faster than moving in and going against the grain with a relationship, especially if they're whipped. If they're like in the sack and they're like, woo, they can't, they've never had anything better and they're just over cloud nine, you know? Or some people just have a mind hold on people. So you got to watch out. You got to proceed with caution on that one.
I've been in this situation with friends before where, I mean, at some point you have to express how you feel, but then they're not going to want to hear it. And then you just have to be supportive of their decisions. Like, I don't know. It's really tough. It is a tough situation. It depends on how close you are to the friend. You know, the times I've been in this situation, it's like my best friends. Right. And so it's like, I just want to see you happy. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard.
If it doesn't seem abusive, just seems just unhealthy is what do you do? I mean, you just got to be your friend. You got to be accepting. You got to be their friend. And sometimes it's kind of like when your sibling marries somebody, it's like, this is your sibling but this is their spouse. Like you can't really do much. It's really not much you can do. If they love the person, you either got to keep them at arm's length, which sucks, or just be accepting. Yeah. And then keep an eye out, because if you're having these you feel this way, there's something sus going on here. And and so
stop saying sus.
Oh man, that sucks.
I don't know what it is about
sus. Sus sucks. It's that word sucks.
It's like rubbing dirt in a wound. It's gritty. It's a gritty word.
Sus.
Stop saying it. What's the generation below the millennials? I don't stop it. Stop
Xennials? Xennials? I think so.
The Z, the X, the X's.
No, the Generation X is before, and then you
Oh
get.
wait, I didn't know because that's the forgotten generation. I keep forgetting
I'm a
about
Generation X guy.
it. Right.
I'm not forgotten. And
You're the forgotten generation.
forgotten generation. Yeah, sus. I don't know.
Now you're gonna start saying it ironically, and then what's
Yeah.
gonna happen is
It's gonna
you're
catch
gonna be
on.
saying it.
It's gonna catch on. People are gonna think People are gonna think I'm hip. They're
People
like,
are
dude,
gonna think it's sus that you keep using that word.
that guy's hair is on fleek. This guy is chill. I'm gonna listen to this guy. And like,
That's so wicked.
all right, let's end movie. Chamomile. And Jolie Fry says chamomile. I'm putting that one on.
For sleep.
Yeah, for sleep. Like we're backtracking. Phil Davis says melatonin. Tobias, my homeboy, the Toastmaster General from Germany, my buddy, he's on here. He says hello there. He's an awesome dude. Kissing cousins? Question mark. This is one of those one word questions. Kissing cousins? Asking for a friend.
I'm gonna go with hard pass on the kissing cousins.
If you're a rock star or it's okay. If you're like Jerry Lee Lewis, that's okay.
No, it's never okay.
It's never okay. Kissing cousins.
Yeah. Let's not. I mean, where is he? Germany? I don't know how they do things.
No, he didn't. He was just saying hello. Kissing cousins was
Oh.
actually Phil. I would expect nothing less from Phil.
Is this punk rock Phil?
This is punk rock Phil again.
You and your questions, punk rock Phil.
Mia's had her fill of Phil.
Oh.
All right, let's
That was from your mouth.
That was
You
from
made
my
that
mouth.
sound from your-
I did make that. Here, I have a button I can push and just do. But yeah,
I can't hear it.
you can't hear it, but you'll hear it in the future. Let's move on to the next question. Our listener asks, am I wrong to ignore random people who are trying to talk to me at the store? Is it rude? Asking for a friend.
God, no, it's not rude.
No way.
Ignore everybody. Never talk to anyone ever again. Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, it just depends on, like, am I with my kid and am I trying to get in and out? I don't always like conversation. Sometimes I do, though. Sometimes I'm chatty and I like it and I initiate and I'm silly and I'm fun. But man, if you're putting off the vibe, it's okay. It's okay to not say anything, I think.
I'm super friendly when I'm in a good mood. And I will talk, I'm like, and I crack jokes and I make everybody in the line at the grocery store laugh and I have fun. I'm the guy who buys duct tape, a bottle of wine, and and then they're like, and I go, yeah, I got a crazy, it's some laxative, and I'm like, yeah, I got a crazy weekend planned for me, woo, and and everybody starts laughing and normally, but sometimes I'm in a shitty mood. Like sometimes by myself running, we're all been there. You catch every light is red for some reason. You're like, what did I do to deserve this day off that I'm having where I'm running around? Some guy almost hit me. Some douchebag was too lazy to put the cart back in the thing. And there's just all these little things and you just don't want to deal with any crap. And what I suggest is earbuds, because now that we're living in the we're living during the apocalypse, you can put a mask on. And if you're like me, I rock a hoodie all the time. So I throw a hood on and have a mask on, and I look like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat with a mask and a hoodie on, and then you have earbuds in, and you can just kind of look down. And that's what I suggest. Don't make eye contact with anybody. If you don't make eye contact with anybody, even if you don't have a hood on, if they see earbuds and you don't make eye contact, they're like, that guy can't hear me. He's listening to Slayer. So that's what I suggest.
He's listening to Slayer. I don't think it's rude though. I mean, no. You gotta have your own boundaries and autonomy. And if you don't want to chat, you don't have to chat.
There was a little more to the question where they said something about like, yeah, somebody started asking them if they knew where the blah 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 and where the shirts were or whatever, you know what I mean? Hey, do you know where the detergent is? And I say, hey, I I don't work here. That's what I've done that to people before. I'm like,
I would just repeat the question, like, okay, ask me if I know where the detergent is.
Mia, or I don't know you because you're a stranger at the grocery store.
Exactly. Right.
Excuse me. Do you know where the detergent is?
The ketchup?
The detergent? Do you know where the detergent is?
Yeah, ketchup. It's on aisle 3.
No. I said
I heard you. Ketchup.
that is an excellent way to handle that.
That's exactly what I would do. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd be nice, but in my dreams, I would be that way.
Or just tell them the wrong aisle. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
where are we? We're at aisle 4. Yeah, it's aisle 47, and just make them walk across the store.
There's like no 47. It ends at 20. Gosh,
Not
that's
in my
mean,
not
folks.
not at my HEB. Beep. Okay, let's go on to the next one here. What do we got?
Do you want a cat appearance? Just asking, because she's right here.
Asking for a friend. Let's see the cat. Let's see
All
it.
right, let me get my old baby girl. Oh, nope, she walked away. She's camera shy today.
Uh-oh.
I'll see if she comes back. Sorry for the teaser there, you guys. I know you all wanted to see her. Space Cat.
I'm sure she'll come. Space Cat, is that her name?
No, because on the green screen she looks weird.
Oh yeah. My old band used to have a cat called Space Cat. Oh, I like Space Cat.
Isn't she cute?
Oh, she is cute.
She's a little baby girl.
Does she have her own Instagram page?
No.
She does.
I post a lot of her on my Instagram page.
She needs to have her own page wearing outfits and stuff. You know, with the beret, with the Eiffel Tower in the background, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be fantastic.
Now I'm covered in her
hair. Hey, I feel like there's some hair on the top of your microphone. Is that... I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see here.
That again.
Let's see. Oh, Punk Rock Phil says, I was asking about the Elvis movie. Where did your minds go? Jeez, kissing cousins. Okay, Phil. Okay. Yes, be friendly in the store unless they are hitting on you. Well, clearly, if they're being friendly to me, they're not hitting on me. If they're being friendly to a female, they're hitting on you. Mia, you're getting hit on. If you're like at a store and somebody's like, "Hey," you're probably getting hit on.
I'm getting hit on?
Yes.
What is this fantasy of like meeting your partner in the store? I've had so many people tell me this, like, oh, I just want to meet someone in the grocery store. You know what? When I'm in the grocery store, I want to get in and out. I don't want to meet you.
I'm like, excuse me, Mia. How do you know if the cantaloupe is good? Do you thump it like they do in the movies? Like what's in? That's your in.
And then I would say, how do you know my name, creepy? And you're supposed to smell its butthole.
Oh.
That's how you know if the cantaloupe's good.
And then you say, it smells fishy. And you said, no, flip it around. I said it's butthole. And then you, okay. All right, let's move on. Just kidding.
I laughed, but then I caught
Wait
myself.
a minute. All right, let's see here.
What else we got?
I am a webcam model. My boyfriend, who I met on a webcam site, wants me to quit because he gets jealous. We've been together a year and I love him, but I can't make this money any other way. What do I do? Asking for a friend.
You never give up your career for a man ever. Ever, 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 ever. That's my advice.
My advice is how much...
Have him join?
No, well, I mean, you could, I guess. But how much do you love this guy? And because you can only webcam model for so long. I mean, you could do it forever. People are into all kinds of stuff. But I mean, at some point, you're going to be making less money than you used to when you were in your prime. So I would weigh that out. And, you know, also, you could always go to school and do something else where eventually, if you work together, you could be making that much money. It's just that right now you're in a place where you're younger and you don't have the experience or education under your belt to do that. So this is the best way to make money for you right now. The easiest way, not necessarily the best, but the easiest. And you know, if that's the road you want to go down, man, go for it. Do your thing. But but if you actually found somebody you love, most people don't really don't always find somebody that they love like that, or somebody that they want to be with. Most people Most people, it's a fling. They get married for a few years, and then If they got kids, it's a little longer, and then they split up, and okay, the kids are old enough, we could split up because we're fighting when the kids aren't looking or when they are looking. Anyway, long story short, if you find somebody and they are worth being around, that's the price of admission. Sometimes
Yeah.
they're like, hey, this guy's got a hideous feet, but he's amazing. The hideous feet are the price of those are the price of admission. This guy has a speech impediment that annoys the crap out of me, but he's amazing. Well, that's the price of admission. This person,
The price of admission. I've never heard anyone say that
I
before about
stole
dating.
that. I stole it. I'm not going to claim credit and act like I'm some profound guy.
Okay,
There's
okay.
a gentleman, I cannot think of his name, and he was talking about his experiences with his partner. This guy speaks kind of motivationally at schools and stuff, and
Yeah.
he was talking about stuff, and he said that, and I heard this 10 years ago. I wish when I'm going to look this guy up, and when I find it, I'm going to put his name in the comments because he's a fantastic speaker. But he said that's the price of admission. Instead of
Yeah.
like, oh, this girl she's perfect except for that one mole. I hate it.
So,
Sometimes that's the price of admission. Once you get past that, then you're good. What were we gonna say, Mia?
well, I was gonna say, like, sex work is real work and it's valid, and you can do it for as long as you want. So, is that not his price of admission to her?
It is, but if he's not willing to
So,
pay the price, that's the deal. It's like
yeah.
here's the thing though. It hurts. It makes him jealous. It makes him. It hurts his
But you
feelings.
can work through jealousy. Jealousy sucks.
Yeah.
I don't do well with it. But like, there are ways to work around that and figure it out together. I think if it's worth it for both of you, you can have best of both worlds. Maybe a little counseling, maybe a little
Yeah.
couples therapy.
I agree with that. I feel like, and maybe not always, but I feel like with some of those fields, some of those people might not be doing it because they like it. They do it because they like the money, And so if you
Yeah.
work, some of them might love it. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just
Yeah.
a dumb guy on YouTube. But
Why don't you start a page for like a week and just report back on how it is for you?
I want to do one where I make desserts.
If you say OnlyFans, are we sure that this is not an OnlyFans member?
It could be.
Member?
It could be OnlyFlans.
She's like, I don't know why he's so jealous. I'm just making desserts all day.
You never make me a thrust leches. Let's see here. It's like someone who marries a cop or one who marries a stripper. Yeah, I mean it is.
Yeah.
You got to sit home and you don't like that your husband or wife could get shot or killed or it's like a firefighter too, or there's all kinds of dangerous careers.
Yeah.
That's a price of admission. That's part of the gig. You knew what you signed up for. So yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
But I feel like the thing that you're like, I feel like if you're in a situation where you're servicing other people, like in a way that makes you jealous, like, hey, that's supposed to be for me. It's one
Yeah.
thing. You're like, if the guy can dismiss her past because he just loves who she is, and he doesn't judge her necessarily for what she's doing, but more like, hey, that makes me feel bad when you virtually touch some other dude's wiener. I don't know. It's a tough one.
What do you think they do on this?
I don't know.
website?
I'm gonna tell, but I don't know. But I went to a virtual reality thing, shoot 'em up video game thing that was like an hour
Yeah.
long. It was really cool, and I can only imagine. It felt real. I felt like I was on an elevator. I felt like I was up in
VR
the
is great.
atmosphere. Yeah, I was blowing wind at me and stuff. I was a robot. It was cool. It was
Yeah.
awesome. I was shooting aliens and stuff, but I was like, man, this was really neat. I can only imagine what the future is going to be like.
Yeah.
Be nuts when we're all plugged into the matrix. So, all right, well, let's move on to the next question. In closing, if your partner's doing webcam stuff and you don't like it, you should probably do what Mia said and go to counseling, and maybe y'all can both discuss your differences. So,
And if you can't beat them, join them.
yeah, and there you go. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Okay, how do I stop comparing myself to how my ex is doing? Asking for a friend.
Wait, read that one more time.
How do I stop comparing myself to how my ex is doing?
Ooh, gosh, pain. A
That
lot of deep questions today.
I know this is getting serious. You know what?
You
After
have to cut yourself off from your ex until you're over it. Social medias, all of it. You can't know what they're doing. I don't know what your situation is. Maybe you are in the same friend group or you work together or something. But if not, if you have a way to remove yourself, you got to do it because otherwise you're going to drive yourself crazy. And yeah, ugh, it's awful. I'm so sorry for whoever asked that question.
Yeah, that is terrible. Agreed. You need to cut off. You need to quit worried
Yeah.
about it. Like you're not with that person anymore, and clearly for some reason y'all aren't together anymore, and you just gotta go and you gotta sever that. You need to block that. Unsubscribe. Do not see this stuff because you're just punishing yourself. Just like Mia said, you don't need
Yeah.
you don't need to be
It's
around that.
unnecessary torture. You
Mhm.
don't need to do that. Yeah. What?
Uh,
What did
Punk-
you get?
Phil says, "Fuck her." Oops, too much information. I don't know if he's saying "fuck her" or "fuck her." I
Aw.
don't know which he means.
Punk Rock
Oh
Phil,
shit!
thank you for joining our live every week.
Yes, and then also Tia says, "Comparison is the thief of joy."
That's really interesting.
We're putting-
Yeah, it's bad news bears. You're just gonna drive yourself crazy.
Yeah, agreed.
Also, hi Tia. Thank you also for joining our live every week. And our names rhyme. So we're
Mia and Tia.
best friends. Clearly best friends.
Mia and Tia sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Sitting
that
in a tree.
I'm just kidding. I don't even know where I was going with that. But what I do know is that was our last written in question. So it's time.
Ooh.
You know what that means? It's time for answering for a friend.
Turbo.
Turbo.
Oh no. Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I'm ready. Are you? You're going first, right?
Listen, we have to talk about it for a second though.
We
So I wanted to play a game. I wanted to play this or that with Clint on the air. And oh man, I wrote 10 this or that questions. Do you know how to play this game?
I guess I have to answer one. You're gonna give me like a choice, and I say this or that. Dogs, cats. Dogs or cats? And I go cats. Okay, squirrels or beavers? Beavers. Beaver.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna ask him really fast, and just so you know, there's not really a lot that makes sense about this on my list. I have my list right here.
That's okay. How fast do I have to answer them?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm also gonna put on my glasses for this.
Okay, I gotta find the command.
How do you feel about this?
I think those glasses are fantastic.
Do you think this is a good this or that?
I think you look.
You tell me when you're ready.
You look a little bit sus, a little sus to me, but I think you look
This
great.
game is sus.
All right, we're doing. I have a timer clock that I get to hit every time, and so.
Wait, what's the timer? What's the timer doing?
You're not gonna hear it. It's just gonna go. It's just for effect.
Okay.
It's just a fun thing. So I'm gonna say go, and then you ask me the questions, and I guess I have to answer them as fast as I can. And so we got to. And Tia said, "Fuck yeah, F yes, BFFs." So we'll put that up there. And now we're gonna
Thank you, Tia.
We're gonna go into Turbo, answering for a friend. Turbo. All right.
Are you ready?
And go.
Wait, I'm gonna get my list. Okay, say go one more time.
Answering for a friend. Turbo. And go.
Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Panda or penguin?
Penguin.
Princess or pastrami?
Pastrami.
Penis or paleontology?
Paleontology.
Phone or phalange?
Phalange.
Porcupine or pencil?
Pencil.
Play-Doh or paint?
Play-Doh.
Punch or pinch?
Pinch.
Pepperoni or Palestine?
Pepperoni.
Pancake or patriarchy?
Pancake.
That was 10.
Yeah.
What was the common theme?
I don't know. P?
Yeah,
P words?
I just wrote P words.
Did I get anything right?
I don't know if it's up. I mean, I guess. I mean, you didn't pick. I don't know. You didn't pick penis over paleontology.
Then I get a big. Okay. All right. I have
Was it everything you hoped it would be?
It was everything I hoped it would be. I was waiting for the curveball. I was waiting. I was like, I know there's going to be a curveball in here somewhere.
I think there were a couple of curveballs.
Patriarchy and what? Paintball? I don't remember.
It was pancake or patriarchy.
Pancakes all day for 100. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Pepperoni or Palestine? I don't know why that one.
Well, I love
as I was
pepperoni,
writing
but
it.
Palestine is like, I kind of like to go to Palestine. So I was kind of like, oh, I'd like to go there, but
Can
I'd
I
like.
show you my list?
Yeah,
wanna
show me.
see
Let's
it?
see it. Let's see it.
I mean, I made it so
Oh,
pretty.
it's a space list, actually. It looks a
yeah.
little weird and garbled. We have
It says,
a.
let's play this or that, and then I wrote the questions.
All right, here's mine. Here's my speed list. You ready?
I'm scared. Do you have 10?
I've got 12.
Oh no, you one up to
I
me
don't
by-
have to
you
say
two
them
up
all.
to
I
me.
can skip some.
No, let's do all 12. Let's do all 12.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I'm scared.
Indeed, you should be scared.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready, gang at home? All right, here we go. New Mexico or Old Mexico?
New Mexico.
Mario Brothers or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
Dogs or bats?
Bats.
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Burlesque show or comedy show?
Burlesque show.
Country or rock and roll?
Rock and roll.
C-section or natural birth?
Natural birth.
Horizontal or vertical?
Vertical.
Missionary or doggy trainer?
Doggy trainer.
Pan pizza or thin crust?
Thin crust.
Team Josh or Team Edward?
Edward.
Sus or simp?
Oh, simp. Sus. I hate them both. Simp.
Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Fallon.
Tom from MySpace or Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook?
Oh God, Tom. 100%.
All right.
Is that?
That was it. Yay! You answered all of those correct.
I answered some of those really wrong. Did I pick bat over dog?
I said, I think so. Dogs or bats?
I think I said bats, which I panicked, you guys.
You
I meant
panicked.
dog. Please. I mean,
Good. That was good times. That was good times. All right. Well, that gang, how did you like our fun show? Huh? Our fun game that we added to the show. Our speed round. Anybody? Yeah, we've got 8 viewers right now. We got Tia and Punk Rock Phil are gonna say something sarcastic any second. I can't wait.
3.
Tess
Ooh.
said MILF. Just so you know, I'm putting that on the screen.
She said MILF?
MILF. Tess Andrews said MILF.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Keep going. Stop it. Stop it.
And Jolie Fry said yes. With multiple S's. Put that on there too. All right.
Did you know that all of my questions would have P's in them?
I did not.
I also didn't know that until I started writing them. And then the first question was pizza or pasta, and I just couldn't think of any other words. Everything started with a P.
Everything does.
Maybe it's because I had to pee.
That's probably what it was. When you have to pee, everything starts with P.
Exactly.
I came. Let's see. Oh my God, Mia and I have the same answers except for bat or dog. Loved it. Yeah, you and Tia and Mia. Y'all should both. Your nickname should be Pia.
Ia. Just
No,
cut
Pia,
off the
'cause it
first
starts with a
letter and
P.
it's just Ia.
Because we're on the P.
What's her birthday? What if we have the same birthday?
Her birthday is P.
That's not a date.
Let's see here. All right. All right, gang. Well, Mia or Tia, give us your birthday, and then it was just her birthday not that long ago, if my memory serves me correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn an age this year.
Are you turning a xenial?
I'm just gonna turn another number.
Another number.
That's
Okay,
different from the one that I currently am.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. People.
I'm not.
Yeah. Me neither. I'm not worried about your birthday either. I just turned an age, just if anyone's wondering. But all right. Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and bail out of here because we've hit 50 minutes. That means it's 45 with the 5-minute pre-roll, so that we are right at the perfectly timed amount. November 1st is Tia's birthday.
Oh, I'm in August.
Augustonian, huh? All right.
August.
Well, guys,
It was a super fun show.
It was fun. I had a great time too. And so we're gonna everybody at home, like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and if you're on Facebook, follow us and share us on your platform, whatever it is, your social media. Go to Instagram, follow us on Instagram. We'll give updates on all of our shows and everything that we're doing and stuff, and we're having fun. This is a new thing. We're kind of getting our flow and figuring everything out. And thank you for all the questions that were submitted, and we hope we answered them in a helpful manner. And yeah, love you guys. We're gonna see you next week. Mia, love you, girl, and
Love you.
And I will see you next week.
Bye.
All right, well, let's hit the outro button. Whoa, that's the wrong outro button. I did that twice. We're gonna have to get that fixed. I hit the Black Shirt Podcast, which, by the way, if you're still up, and hanging out, the Black Shirt Podcast is going on in probably about 15 minutes. I'm doing a double whammy tonight, so I'll be on my other show called the Black Shirt Podcast. So if you wanna check me out doing that, we talk about comic book and nerd stuff. Look for us on Facebook or YouTube, the Black Shirt Podcast. So, back to the outro music. Mia, your glasses look fantastic. I just want you to know that.
Thank you.
All right. Boom. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you, and we will see you later. And Jolie Fry loves the glasses, Mia.
Oh, thank you, honey. I love you.
Oh, yeah.